Okay, people. I'm in a dilemma. Well, we know I'm in a dilemma anyway, right? Yesterday I had to water everything in the front. Okay, I had to water it, people, like it's summertime. Tonight I had to water stuff in the back. I had to water the garlic and the kale and the onions and the other stuff that's out there. My sage plant, front and back, are going to start blooming flowers. My sage plant. Half of it died because it's so dry, and the other half is starting to bloom flowers, and the bees aren't even out yet. The big fuzzy bumblebees, like the wild bees, are out, but not the honeybees. They're not out yet, right? The hornets are out, but not the honeybees. Like, there is something seriously wrong. This is April 19th, right? To having to be watering your garden, whether it's flowers or existing food that's already growing in the ground. And the ground is starting to crack. So I don't know, people, like the strawberries over there in the back, you see, I'll put it there, right? I'll put this first, and then the stuff that I did today with Andre, we painted a picture and for Mr. Lace's cat house, and then I just did some garden stuff, right? Because like I should be setting up these water drums and these water hoses, because I think it's going to be a drought this summer. I really do. And like, if I get pushed out of this house over the next several months, I'm losing my food source, people. Like, it's bad enough that my daughter was thrown out of the house and financially crashed with that, because you're not trying to get Andre back, and invested thousands and thousands of dollars into trying to, take it to the Supreme Court. I got photocopies of books this thick for court, but it never went to trial, people. It never went to trial, so it's just sitting there, right? And then Uncle John disappears, right? And income in the house drops. Bills aren't going anywhere. Everything's stagnant. I'm behind $600 in bills. The city is doing whatever the city is doing. And so anyway, who is that? I'm talking. Who is that? Answer me when I say, who is that? Okay, hold on. And then, okay, this year I really wanted to put up the water drums and run all these hoses. I have all the attachments. I've been buying them for years, a couple here, a couple there. I have a big bag. I was going to hire a guy. I'm talking. I was going to hire a guy just to kind of, somebody that knew what they were doing, to cut it and put everything together and run it through this side of the house, through the front, through that side of the house, through the back, over there, and over there, right? I have a fair amount of hosing. It's they're used hoses from finding them over the years, right? So they just need to be sliced and put the parts on and reconnect, and I should be setting up these water drums. I have the hoses for them. I have the drills. I bought all the drill bits. I have everything that I need to set up these. I'm talking, please, to set up these water drums and these water hoses. And the way the weather is right now, I'm telling you, these things should be done. They should be done now. These water drums should start getting water in them now and getting this water system going now, so that when it really gets hot, it's in place and it's ready to go. And now I don't know what to do. I'm struggling with hoses when I want to be lining up hoses that I've been planning to do for years. That's mine. Can you stop it? No, I never said you could have that just yet. Wait! Don't be pushy. No, I'm doing a video. You can't just come and start being bossy and pushy.
Get some milk.
Why don't you just wait?
No, I know how to pour in.
Oh. Be careful, that's a glass. I know. I'm not, people, I go out in the dirt, it gets up in here, just the dust and the breathing, my nose gets all stuff, it just starts to run, my eyes were getting all watery, I'm allergic to dirt now. So there's no way I can do this again in another yard. Absolutely no way. This was it. This was the one and only time. And now that the ground's been broken and it's not so hard to manage, mind you, the whole yard is dusty, right? And the house is dusty. But even still, I don't see myself going to another house, dragging hoses with me, dragging water drums with me, dragging gravel rocks to cover up weeds and, and just digging out weeds and who knows what you're going to find in the ground, building new compost boxes, right? I don't have money. I don't have energy anymore. I'm whining. Can you hear me whining? And I'm worried. I'm like so petrified. I mean, I'm having to water everything now. And some of these hoses need to be set up so I don't have to struggle with these crappy hoses. You pay $100 for a brand new hose. And you can't even move the bloody thing, right? Because it's all, whatever. So those ones, they need to be run. Andre, stop! They need to be run along a fence line and then just kind of leave their nozzle for that one corner, right? And they're connected to a joint, like a crossroad or whatever it's called, so that you can go to a different hose for a different part of the yard, right? Because this yard is so big. Like, I'm just on so much lockdown. Everything is lockdown in my life. Non-profit lockdown. It's been on lockdown, politically lockdown for years and years and years and years, right? Because the BC Liberal government wants to control it, right? Because they don't want other people to be more popular than them. They don't want someone like me and the people that are associated with me helping the poor people. Right? Because if we help the poor people and we're actually successful at helping them and giving them things that benefit their lives and make them better human beings and more productive in society, the BC Liberal government's going to have to go look itself in the freaking mirror. Right now, everybody's being treated like damn shit unless they got money. If you don't got money, you're not important to anybody. And this is the perfect example of what's going on with this house. I should be running hoses right now and setting up these water drums and getting ready for a drought. A drought is coming, people. It's already here. If the flowers are blooming on the sage plant, half the plant is dead, half the plant is alive. Everything's wilting because there's no rain. And this is BC. If they think they had a drought last year, wait till this year comes. Well, my landlady throws me out into the fucking desert. Literally, out in the desert. Because I'm never going to do this again. I'm too sick. I can't do it. I can only cope with what I have. I worked for what I have right now. I put 6 years in for this. Okay, people. Do you see the blue haze? I see it. Maybe it will change, maybe it won't. Mother Raccoon. We just got the glass out. I just seen her. There she is. Hello. I got some food for you. I know you're hungry. It's not your fault, is it? There you go. Well, how come you went in there? Here. Anyway, you seen her. I don't know what's going on in there. Is she jumping up? She got scared. She's over there. Do you see her? I wonder if there's more than one in here. Like, seriously. Andre's mom's been running around in the yard. Like, seriously, people, if she comes in here trying to steal stuff, because I think maybe that's where my extension cord went to. If she comes in here at night, not knowing there's a freaking raccoon in here, start digging around. I don't know if that's the mother or not. So I don't know if that's mom or not. Mothers aren't technically supposed to be with anything but their babies. But this raccoon is like tearing everything apart in here. Like, I know you can't see it, but it's like tearing everything apart, like everything. It's going in here now, knocking shit down. Alright, that there, she's chewing up boxes over there. You can see that's like totally bulging out now. Oh, this is awful. So who knows? Who knows if that's just mom all petrified. Anyway, I don't know what to do here, people. Okay, people. This is April 19th, 2016. I'm a little nervous to go in here. I mean, obviously, I made this for the kids. I didn't expect them to be baby raccoons. You can see it's bulging in there. You can see the glass is out, but I'm really wondering if there's more than one raccoon in here. I doubt it. It's probably just a mother with, look at the mess it's making. Can you see? Look what it's doing. Wait a minute. I'm scared. I'm scared that it's going to attack me, and it's probably more afraid of me. Look what it's doing here, people. Do you see what it's doing? Why can't I see? Look what it's doing. Look what it's doing. Do you see? It's tearing up everything inside. Do you see that? I mean, for all I know, there could be one in there. Like, what the hell? This thing is just terrorizing this whole room. Like, where is it? Where the hell is it? There's hornets flying around. Do you hear anything? Mm-hmm. Go away from here, Andre. Serious, go away from here. Go away from here. I don't hear nothing. I think she moved them. I mean, she's knocked down everything in here. You can see this is all knocked down. If she was in here, she'd be growling by now. I think she's on this side. I think she's in there. Sorry for whipping this camera around. Like, this is stupid. Or maybe she's in there. Wherever she is, she's just tearing it. Yeah, did you hear her? She's still in there. She's in there. She's in there, people. She's just tearing everything apart, though. Right? Like, she's ruining all the stuff. That's all she's doing. This bullshit. She went back in there. She's stressed out. That's what it is. Because there's lots of people downstairs in the basement, in the garage. So anyway, I don't want any homeless person coming in here in the middle of the night and getting their hands ripped off and not realizing, and then not getting a rabies shot. And then we got the first human in freaking British Columbia that's running around with fucking rabies. Right? I'm going to phone a pest control in the next day or so. Hold on a minute. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to phone pest control in the next day or so, and I'm just going to ask them what they do in a situation like this and where they take these things and how they catch them. Because I can't have this thing just destroying everything. Like, you can see what it's doing. And I mean, it's obviously petrified because it's going from spot to spot to spot, right? I put this here for now, but my oldest daughter is very, very tiny. Like, she's very tiny, and if she's not well, people, and she doesn't have her brains on her right now because of this trauma that she's been having to deal with for the last 2.5 years. And so anyway, I mean, I think if she really wanted to, she could probably squeeze through that. So I'm going to try and just maybe bring it in a couple more notches just to make it a little bit more smaller. I think that's enough room for this raccoon to come in and out versus trying to climb out that way, right? And this is all starting to fall apart. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take to deal with this situation here. If you can see there, look underneath there. Let's see if I can show you. Wasting film here. What am I looking at? I'm seeing shadowing. Anyway, boxes. She's just tearing up all the boxes. All right, she's just tearing up everything. I mean, obviously she's making beds for the babies, right? This is crazy. This is crazy, people. So anyway, Andre and I are going to go into Mr. Lace's cat house. And we're going to go paint a picture. And then over here, where I used to plant potatoes, this year I'm just going to throw some peas in there. And some of that stuff. I'm going to throw some lettuce in there. Just because it's like spring and like it hasn't been raining, people. It's like, it feels like summer. It feels like summer. Oh yes, and I got some bleach water. I'm going to start going up there and spray.
Hey, wait.
I don't really want to get muddy today, people, so keep it simple. Okay, people, so before we start painting Andre and I, he wants me to show you
Sparky.
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 She's just hiding out in Mr. Lace's cat house. Oh, that's the bleach water. When Jesse came in here, he's the fella who's helping me with the pet program, right? And the collection boxes. He said, I could live in here.
Yeah,
and I said, I know. Huh?
Sparky wants to live in here too.
Sparky wants to live in here too, eh? Okay. So anyway, come on, Andre. Show the people here what kind of picture you want to paint. Which one do you want to paint? You want to paint the mountains.
Uh-huh.
The mountains with the snow on.
Okay, I'll find...
Yeah, you're gonna need purples, blues, white. Use some trees, right?
Okay.
And a little bit of brown. Maybe a bit of yellow. Yeah, I don't know. This is all we're gonna use right now. Nana's just gonna touch up. Yeah, you need a little bit of blue. So anyway, people, this is how we're gonna start. That's the picture he wanted. So I'm going to set him up, and I got a pencil here, Andre, to draw some mountains. And then we're going to start painting. You're going to start painting that. And then Nana's going to touch up this one and do some repairs. And then I'll come and help him and finish off his, because this one is going to go in there after the fact. So we'll be back. Okay, people, this is going to take a little longer. Right now, Andre's painting upside down because he's little, right? He's painting the sky. That's what I'm going to have to spend time with him. What he's doing is this color in here. Okay? So you just go a nice, just go like that. and paint. Don't paint. Don't paint in here. Okay, you're not allowed to paint in this part because that's the mountain in here. We're just doing the sky right now.
So what the mountain looks like?
We will do that after we have done the sky. Don't drop the camera, Andre.
Ready.
We're painting people. Tell the members and friends what we're doing, Andre.
I'm going to mix up the colors right here.
And what colors are you mixing? What are you
Red.
trying to make?
I mean purple.
You're trying to make purple, and what
Yeah.
colors are you mixing?
Red and blue.
Oh, show the members and friends.
I'm making red and blue.
Can you see in the film? Can you see it?
Yep.
Huh?
Red and blue. See?
Yeah. And what's the white for?
For the
Pay
for the
attention to
mountain.
your screen when you're talking.
For the mountain.
We'll show them.
For the mountain. For the mountain. Yeah, now spray the Thomas hat. Now everybody likes it.
What's that?
Now everybody likes the Thomas hat.
Everyone likes the Thomas hat?
Yeah. Like you.
And what's Nana doing with this picture now?
Yeah.
Show people what Nana's doing.
Painting.
Am I just touching it up, right?
Yep, I look done.
You're done?
Yep, I'll close it.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Okay, I got it still running, so you go ahead. Tell people what
Where's
you're
my
doing.
picture? Where's my... This is my paintbrush?
Yep, I washed it.
No, I did.
Okay. Moment of truth.
No,
I think you put maybe too much blue in there, Andre.
no, it makes black.
Well, it looks almost black, but it's not. Red and blue is supposed to be. We need a lighter blue, or some white. I bet you if you put some white in there, it might be okay. I'm afraid that he's going to use all the.
The white?
Yeah.
Where's the white?
I don't know. What did you do with it? Anyway, people, this is what we've got so far.
Brush.
Okay. What did you do, Andre?
I don't know what color I'm Beets. I just have to use the red again.
Keep it all in together. A little bit of red. We'll just try it over here. Before you add more, let's just see what happens over here.
Red?
Huh?
I think you used yellow.
I don't know. There, hey, what's happening now?
Purple!
Yeah, so you might want to put some more red in.
Yeah, it makes purple now.
Just a little bit. Not too much. Okay, that's good. No more. Okay, I'll let you stir that up. Now go like this, just nicely.
Now, how did it make purple?
I think it's going to need some more white because that's too dark for what we need. We need it lighter than that.
White?
Put it over here. Because what we don't use, I can use over there on the other painting.
Looks too much.
No, we're going to need more though. We need it lighter. You know what you do?
What?
Okay, stop.
Mix red?
Yeah, no, what we're going to do is we're going to mix it into this one. Do you see? Look at it. You see? Do you see? Look at that.
Cool.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm going to use this one.
Well, you're going to have to use that one on the bigger canvas because this mountain isn't as dark as that, Andre. We're painting the picture that you chose.
So what was the bush like?
So I need more white here, Andre, because we're going to need more because that mountain's pretty big. That's a big mountain that you chose to paint. No, on this side.
This side?
Just make sure we save some for the very last touches. Okay, start mixing that up. Okay, we'll be back.
Ready.
It's on. You're talking. You're
Okay. Okay, my friends.
So what are we doing?
We're painting.
Yeah.
Yep. That is Mickey. Mickey the garter cat. Mickey the garter cat. Right? Mickey just likes to catch birds all the time.
Right.
She wears that bell. I
You
think
want to
what?
come and show the people what we're painting here?
It's a mountain.
Does it look like a mountain, people?
Yep. Wait, I see something. Look.
No, put the camera on what you're talking about.
See, look at those creatures.
Those are elk.
Can we make some?
Can you put the camera back on the picture and pay attention to the video that you're making?
Can we make some now?
That's what we're gonna do after we're done the picture.
Okay.
Do you have the picture? Do you have the camera on the picture, Andre?
Yep.
Yeah? On the big one or the little one?
The big one.
This one down here?
Yep, that's the big one.
Uh-huh. And where's the little one?
Right there.
Okay. So, we'll be back.
Here.
Okay, people.
No, me.
Well, you have to stand up. I can do it here because you can see both, right?
No, I want to do it.
Okay, you do it. Hang on to it properly, please.
Okay, people.
Look into the screen.
I am looking. Okay, people.
Are you showing the picture?
Yep.
Here. Make sure you pay attention now.
They look like the same.
They look almost the same, don't they?
They are the same.
Mm-hmm. The only thing we don't have are what?
What?
The elk.
Yeah.
We just don't have the elk yet.
Yeah, we
can touch it up tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought I was going to choose that.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, people.
Okay. This is where social engineering can form the psyche. I have been so conditioned to work out here for so long and do grody jobs, right? For an end result. And as I'm sitting here trying to enjoy a little bit of time with my grandson, I'm having a panic attack, people. I'm feeling guilty for not washing that crap over there. Seriously. Now, mind you, I have an eviction notice looming over my head, so it's not like I can relax, right? And my neighbors next door are spying on me. They videotaped me when my daughter was downstairs and Andre wasn't listening to everybody down there. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. And I was outside working. That's when I was working on behind in there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's an orange. So let's go show them what we did inside in here.
No, I'll show them.
I'll hold the camera, Andre, okay? Just because I give you the camera one time doesn't mean you can start holding the camera all the time. What do you think about that, people? That's pretty nice. Yeah, no, don't make it fall. So we're going to add more to it later, right? We're going to work on it throughout the week. We're going to try and put some elk in there and just touch it up, right? Those trees got a little bluer, as you can see. I'm not going to do much more with that, people. I'm just going to Mod Podge it over. Okay? I put a little bit of gold shadow up in there. But outside of that, we're just going to leave it as is. I sprayed up in there just a little bit, but you kind of need a mask for that when you do that. So now we're just going to plant some seeds because the weather is just way too warm and everything is growing, so it needs to go in the ground. Because if I don't plant seeds, people, this is what's going to happen. Okay, because it's already happening. Oh, there you go. What do you think about that? So not only are they shitting in the front on that compost box that Sook told me to take off the wood, and now you know why I had wood in there, right? Was to keep them bloody off of it. And you can see what they're doing right now. Like, this is bullshit. Total freaking bullshit.
I see cat poo.
That's not cat poo. That's raccoon poo. That's totally different. Anyway, people, if I don't plant something in here like ASAP, this morning glory is going to overtake this whole piece of land. And I got to do something to keep the freaking raccoons out. This is why I was building stuff, people. Seriously. Was because they used to shit over here. Over there. They still do it underneath the tree if they can get away with it. Over there. Over there. Like everywhere, man. Oh. Okay, so now we're in the greenhouse, and I gave these things some water last night, and they doubled in size. It's the Asian vegetable, so they're almost ready to go in the ground pretty soon. Alright? Everything's starting to pop up in here. We got a new leaf on the bay leaf tree. That's what that is. Right? Tomatoes have come up here. Right?
Can I light these face up?
That's waters. That's to do with the hose. That's another day. These things are growing. I don't remember what's there. I don't even remember what that is. I know that this little pile, I'm bad, aren't I? Came from this, which is another Asian vegetable, that kind, right? And there's some tomatoes. Nothing fancy, right? And I think these are flowers. I'm pretty sure those are flowers. And we got one bean, but when I watered it yesterday, I kind of broke it, but it looks like it bounced back. So, anyway, people, and it's too hot in here for this plant. This plant, I seen new shoots coming in. This poor thing is so stressed out, right? But I think it's too hot in here for it, so maybe I'll put it someplace more in the shade, because it just doesn't look like it's thriving unless it's getting ready to take off. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay, people. So this little patch here is like my 3rd year. Whoops, sorry. First 2 years I put potatoes in. First yield was very good. Second yield, I definitely got robbed. Even on the first time I got a little bit robbed. But anyway, I just wanted to show you about this morning glory. You can see how it winds itself up. Look at this. It just spreads out like no tomorrow. Look at this. Do you see this, people? Every year. Okay, so this is the raspberry bush in the back. You can see it's quite large. It's very robust. I have to trim off the blackberry. I have some roofing material that I'm just going to put on top of this, right? But I wanted to point this out. I'm going to have to water this, people, because there's no rain. It hasn't been raining. It's been very dry. Do you see how parched this is already? Right? I gave this rain barrel away, but technically you would want a rain barrel here. And that's what all that hosing is for, so that I could have hosing here too, right? But with everything up in arms right now, I'm just going to use the one hose that I have. But aren't those beautiful? Look at that. They're already ready to bloom. That needs to be weeded. Okay. And then I'm just going to take out some of these rocks in here. I did that for that wasabi plant, but the slugs ate it. So I'm just going to put the wasabi back into another pot like this, right? It has to come in the wintertime. It likes it upstairs in that little greenhouse up in there on the floor. It really likes it up in there. But right now it's been sitting in my house. So that I'm going to clear out some of these rocks because don't need it. And I lined it with some of this stuff. So I might just pull it all out and just make it back to dirt, right? And here's your flat dirt, people. Right? So I'm going to wait for tomorrow with Andre, and we'll put a little patch of maybe carrots. Maybe we'll do a little patch of carrots and something else. And I want to run peas. So I'm not too sure how I'm going to do this because I'm going to have to try to move slow. I'm going to have to encase this and close it in to keep the freaking raccoons out because they're putrid, man. They are so putrid. Just even working in the dirt, as soon as I got into the dirt, people, and I started getting on my hands and knees and pulling out the weeds and stuff and doing whatever, right, to try and get the little roots, and my nose started to run, right? I can really feel the pressure in my nasal passage, in my head. My eyes started to almost water. And then, of course, the closer I got to the raccoon crap, right? I mean, I cleaned it up, but it's still in the dirt, right? Oh, it's disgusting, people. So I don't know. Anyway, oh, I'm not gonna bitch, right? I think I'm allergic to dirt now, though. It's because there's too much of it, right? It's just, it jumps up on everything. You know? I mean, you can see what it does when it rains. Do you see what it does? It comes into my house. Do you see? Do you see how it goes? This is what happens. Do you see? That's just from rain. Alright? Just rain bouncing off the ground. And I think it's just been too many years. So I think I'm kind of slightly allergic to it now. So anyway, that's it for today. And then of course this one needs to be done too, right? Because it's just going to sit there and do nothing. There's morning glory. Do you see that? A patch in there. That's a patch of morning glory, glowing in that freaking chlorine. Don't ask me how it got in there, but it did. So, anyway.